In this video, we have to talk about something super important. You have to see this. It's going to be some extremely useful information. Also, I'm sorry that the back of my head is looking weird. I wanted to look like me, but at the same time, in the bean course, I'm looking a little bit strange. But yes, we are going to talk about new seeds, leaks, and so much more. It's not really a secret what the next update is going to be about, especially not the admin abuse. It's going to be about the grow garden versus steal a brain rot. But we may also get new seeds and of course something new for this event. Currently, you just grow this beanstalk. You can get a bunch of stuff up here in the shop and of course a few rewards on the way. And it's a cool event, don't get me wrong, but it gets boring with time. So I'm looking forward to something new. And if you haven't already, quickly join the course right here. If you like grow a garden more than steal brain rot, this whole skin you can just take off after the admin abuse event. And also in this shop right here, we are going to get new seeds. Maybe not this update, most likely the next update. This is the last new seed we got. It's a good seed, but still far from as good as the bone blossom. But it makes sense, this seed is prismatic and the bone blossom is actually transcendent. So it's a big difference. But what if I told you, I think the next seed in this seed shop is going to be Transcendent. Yup, you heard me correct. I think it's likely. And the reason for it, I'll show you. It's actually kind of interesting because common, we only have 2. Then uncommon, we have 2. Rare, we have 3. Legendary, we have 4. Mythical, we have 4. Divine, we have 4. And then prismatic we have 7. Something tells me we are soon running out of prismatic and we're most likely going to get a transcendent very soon. And which transcendent do I think it's going to be? Well, I'll show you. Of course, I got a few, more than just one. The first one I've talked about before is basically the elder grape. A lot of people love the grape and the current grape is not that good, but I think it could be upgraded very soon because the community loves the grape and I think it should come back. So it could look like something like this, you know, but of course this is community made and it does look a little bit like a lingonberry, so maybe not. Next seed is another version of the beanstalk. Yep, you heard me correct, cause right now we have a beanstalk event, right? And next update in 2 days, maybe if Grow a Garden wants to go all in on this whole beanstalk course right here, like they kind of doing, it would make a lot of sense to get a beanstalk seed, a new version of it, a better version of the beanstalk, I mean, because we already got one. That seed is not even bad, right? It's right here, it's even a prismatic. So maybe it's a little bit too early for this beanstalk to have an upgrade already. It's more likely these older seeds right here is going to have an upgrade, like the strawberry and the elder strawberry right here. That's also why I think the grape could have an upgrade soon, but it's actually more likely something like the blueberry is going to have an upgrade because it's right below the strawberry. And it seems like they kind of skipped the carrot. I guess it's because carrots would be weird to have a big upgrade. So maybe they're starting from the strawberry and then down to blueberry. And that comes to the whole point of this video, or some of it, that I think we're going to get a new blueberry seed. You can see it on the screen. It looks awesome. It's going to be expensive. It's probably going to be anything from 100 million seed price to 200 million, potentially even more if it's going to be an event seed in 2 updates. It could cost a lot more than just that. Do I think this next upcoming update in 2 days are going to have a new seed in the seed shop? I don't think so. It's probably unlikely, but I think the next one again does have a seed because it's been 2 weeks since we got a new seed then. And usually we get each 2 weeks a new seed in the seed shop. So it's probably likely we're going to get a blueberry seed. And this blueberry is going to have a new rank, kinda, a new name. Instead of elder or giant, it's going to be gigantic. And it's basically another version of giant, just better, kind of like titan and all that. Titan is bigger than giant, the same with gigantic is bigger than giant. It makes a lot of sense. Also in my last video, I just want to show you because in my last video I got a giant pine cone in rainbow and look at that, it's fully grown. I promised you guys I would show you and here it is. Could it be bigger? Yes, but it's not a small plant and I'm super happy that we got a giant pine cone in rainbow. It's just so rare. We already got an elder strawberry in gold, but this is probably my most rare plant in my whole garden. Yes, I do have a lot of bone blossom, but bone blossom is not rare. Remember, when the prehistoric event was going on, or update I should say, 20+ million people were on, and you could even pay to win and get a bunch of bone blossoms. So the bone blossom is not rare, it's just super good. It's the best seed in the whole game currently. And I've talked about in my last video, I'm just gonna quickly mention it, that we have a bunch of merchants in the corner. I think it's likely we're going to have a prehistoric merchant and even a Zen merchant in the future, but the prehistoric will make a lot more sense to get first because it's an older update, and all these old updates seems to get merchants, like the honey update. We got a honey merchant now, and also other merchants like the crate merchant. That was part of the whole cosmetic over here update, I mean. And then we got a cosmetic merchant called of that, selling crates. So it seems like old updates kind of get their own little merchant. So it's likely we're going to get a prehistoric merchant in the future, maybe looking like this. I'm not sure. This is community made, but again, the point is we're probably getting a prehistoric merchant. And after that, we could get a Zen merchant. Maybe Kitsune would be possible to get again. The same with the bone blossom with the prehistoric. Do I think this blueberry seed that's likely coming out is going to be better than the bone blossom? It does actually have a chance. The reason for it, if it's going to be Transcendent, it's going to be the second seed in the whole game having that rank, and don't mean that it has the same rank as the bone blossom. Will it be better? It's hard to say. It's hard to say. We'll actually see at that time. It will most likely be better than the candy blossom because that's slowly losing against a lot of new seeds. Will it be better than the bone blossom? That's hard to say, but it does have a fair chance. It's going to be like a massive blueberry, right? It's not going to be a tiny one. It's going to be huge. Imagine this plant right here just being one giant blueberry. That's how big we're talking. Not something small like these right here. This is the first version of the blueberry. Imagine this plant being like the size of these two squares right here. That's how big we're talking. Of course, I could be wrong. This is kind of a community thing, but the community have weirdly enough been screaming about a blueberry recently. A lot of art is coming out with blueberries, a lot of ideas with blueberries, and I think that it's caused like it's likely the next seed in this list, I guess we can call it, that's going to have an upgraded version of it, like the strawberry. This guy came with a great idea that basically grand blueberry seed concept made by this person. Of course, my version is a bit different, but I do like this version. It looks great. Grand blueberry could also be the case. Of course, it is prismatic. In my own opinion, we have too many prismatic seeds, and I think it's likely we're going to get Transcendent soon. This is a great idea, and who knows, maybe it's going to look like this right here. And look at this right here. Blueberries. Of course, it's drawn, but the point is the community is actually talking about blueberries quite a bit. The only thing they're talking about more is, of course, the bean event going on, the bean course, because right now it doesn't matter which game you're going to look at, there's going to be a bunch of beans. Let me show you. This is Grow a Garden. It's kind of to be expected, but what if I go into a game like Deadly Indian Truck Driving? That's a special name. Servers. Look, this is a random small game. Green, 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 green. So much green. And this is just a random game. They have nothing to do with Grow a Garden. Blueberry seed. I think it's the most likely out of any seed to have an upgrade, because again, it's right below strawberry. They're probably not going to do a carrot. It's like the perfect one to basically have a buff, a new version of it, like an elder giant or gigantic, or even something else like a titan blueberry. I think it's quite likely. Team Gentle, Team Grow a Garden, let's go. Bye bye.